I realized I had the choice every single day to save over 1,100 gallons of water, 45 pounds of grain, 30 square feet of forested land, the equivalent of 20 pounds of CO2, and one animal's life every single day.
Veganism is the most powerful tool that we have for saving our planet, for ending world hunger, for improving our health when we eat health consciously, and for regaining our compassion, for becoming the people that we believe ourselves to be, good people.
We all say we love animals and we all are against animal cruelty, but we pay people to mutilate, torture and slaughter animals.
They can sense the fear, they can smell the blood, and they fight. You know, they fight to the end. In my years of being vegan and speaking with many, many non-vegans, I have yet to hear one reason that even comes close to justifying putting a sentient being through what we just watched. Not one.
And it's not for any necessity. It's not because we need to for our health. It's just because we like the way they taste.
These creatures have never harmed you, violated you, or taken advantage of you in any way, shape, or form. The least you can do is return the favor.
I'm a vegan, which means I don't participate in any animal exploitation or cruelty. I don't consume any animal products. And I wanted to show people through my journey and my writing on the blog just how easy that is to do, how healthy it is.
These are the top 15 causes of death, the top 15 reasons Americans die. And a plant-based diet can help prevent nearly all of them, can help treat more than half of them, and in some cases even reverse the progression of disease, including our top 3 killers.
And our Cornell and Harvard say that the optimal amount of meat in a healthy human diet is precisely 0.
They're killing you, they're killing the animals, and they're killing this planet.
You know, we don't need to eat animals. We benefit in every conceivable way from not eating them.
This is a chance for a personal revolution, to leave your mark on this planet by causing the least amount of harm possible.
As I travel around the world, I see poor countries who sell their grain to the West while their own children starve in their arms, and the West feeds it to livestock.
And good people don't take food from the mouths of starving children. Good people don't destroy the planet, leaving our children futureless. Good people don't kill newborn babies. Good people don't rape, torture, or murder. Yet good people everywhere are doing all of these things with every single bite. But we have the power to stop all of this, and that is the beauty of veganism. It happens on an individual basis.
And here's something you could stand up 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a day and say, I'm opposed to discrimination, I'm opposed to injustice, and that's why I'm eating vegan meals. This is something you can actually do.
You are the change. You decide what goes in your body. You decide whether you want to continue to have others kill for you. You decide whether you want to continue consuming death, terror, and heartbreak. You decide.
10 reasons to go vegan. 1. Animals. Tens of billions of animals are being slaughtered in America alone each year. That is over 55 million animals per day, over 2 million per hour, and over 28,000 per minute. Go vegan and spare around 198 lives a year. 2. Health. A vegan diet prevents, treats, and reverses heart disease, reduces the risk of cancer, diabetes, and high blood pressure. 3. Environment. Meat is not green. Livestock account for an estimated 9% of global carbon dioxide emissions, 40% of global methane emissions, and 65% of global nitrogen dioxide emissions. 4. People. The world's cattle alone consume a quantity of food equal to the caloric need of 8.7 billion people. That's more than the entire human population on Earth. The more people go vegan, the more hungry we can feed. 5. Land. The same amount of land produces enough food to feed 20 vegans or one meat eater. 30% of the Earth's landmass is dedicated to raising animals for food. That's about the size of Asia. 6. Water. Nearly 60% of all water used goes to raising animals for food. It takes 25 gallons to produce a pound of wheat, 815 gallons to produce 1 pound of chicken, 1,630 gallons to produce 1 pound of pork, and a staggering 5,000 gallons to produce 1 pound of beef. 7. Energy. Balanced vegan diets are naturally free of cholesterol-laden and artery-clogging animal products. Whole grains, legumes, fruits, and vegetables are so high in complex carbohydrates, they supply the body with plenty of energizing fuel. 8. Beauty. With no animal fat, weight goes down naturally and skin gets cleansed. Vegan diet has a direct effect on the health and appearance of skin, hair, and nails. So why not aim for glowing skin and glistening hair? 9. Avoid toxic chemicals. Nearly 95% of the pesticide residue in the meat eater's typical diet comes from meat, fish, and dairy products. Fish contain carcinogens and heavy metals. Meat and dairy are fortified with steroids and hormones. 10. Discovery. Take your eating experience to a whole new level. Experience new foods. Discover new tastes. Experiment and enjoy.
A traditional vegetarian diet consists of mainly fruits, vegetables, legumes, grains, seeds, and nuts. Lacto-ovo vegetarians, one of the most common forms, also eat eggs and dairy. Pescatarians include fish, while vegans exclude all animal products. Experts say a plant-based diet can be the way to go.
The evidence regarding vegetarianism is really overwhelming, and it shows that plant-based diets are probably one of the best things that we can do for our bodies. They help to lower your body weight. They might reduce the risk of some cancers. Plant-based diets can also be great for lowering the risk of heart disease and even helping people live a little longer.
There are no major health risks unless you don't get the recommended intake of vitamins and nutrients. Vegetarians should pay attention to these categories in particular: protein, calcium, iron, vitamin D, and vitamin B12. Contrary to popular belief, it's easy to incorporate protein and calcium into a meatless diet.
There's a lot of protein in plant-based foods. Probably the most important thing is to make sure if you're vegan and you cut out any eggs or milk, then you're getting high quality protein from things like beans, quinoa, grains, soy products, tofu. Good ways to get calcium if you're not eating any dairy products is to do leafy greens. They're actually a good source of calcium, as well as almonds, sesame seeds, tofu, soy milk. Those are all great sources of calcium.
You can get iron from beans and leafy greens. Vitamins D and B12 are other important nutrients.
But we just don't get a ton of vitamin D in the diet, so whether you're vegetarian or not. So it's important to get your vitamin D either from the foods that you eat, exposure to the sun, to sunlight, or you might have to supplement. B12 is only found in animal products and also in fortified foods. So if you're vegetarian, then you absolutely, particularly if you're vegan, you absolutely need to find a good source of B12. And that can come from fortified cereals or grains or in a supplement form.
Sometimes adding a little something extra like flaxseed to a dish can help you get essential nutrients.
Yeah, so flaxseed is actually a great source of a vegetarian source of omega-3 fatty acids. And I like to recommend adding flaxseed to really anything that you want to add it to. It could be a smoothie, yogurt, you can even sprinkle it onto salads.
It's important for vegetarians to make sure they're getting a balanced diet to meet daily nutritional requirements. So consult your doctor before making any dietary changes.
I do recommend that you don't try to do it overnight, that you start to incorporate more plant-based diets into your day. You probably heard of Meatless Mondays. One thing that you can do is just decide that you're going to have no meat on Monday and maybe eventually make that into Friday and Wednesday.
Whether it's a form of vegetarianism or not, choose the right diet to meet your health needs.
And you just keep looking better and better. You look fantastic. You look...
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm vegan as well, and I know that you're eating plant-based diet, which is, do you just feel much better?
Oh, yeah. I think, you know, I would say this, particularly if you're older, when you start this, first, it's just a good thing to do. It'll be healthier for you, and you put less stress on your cardiovascular system. But if you're older and you've had heart problems like I did, you can go vegan and still get in trouble.
Yeah, yes.
If you eat too much white, like processed carbs.
Right.
You know, it's really, really important because carbs convert to sugar in your body. The main thing is to keep the sugar levels down.
Well, you look fantastic, and there's no way you're eating a lot of sugar because you've lost. How much weight have you lost?
This is the third week in a row where I will weigh less than I did the day I finished high school.
Wow.